Hello, this is Lyrelion, and welcome back once again to Ars Expeditions. Today I'm just going to do a basic tutorial on how to learn new glyphs. We've had a influx of new players on the Discord lately, and there seems to be some confusion about how to learn new spells, so thought I would go ahead and do some basic tutorial videos. So let's just start out here in my magic lab here in my tower. In order to learn new glyphs, you're going to need a scribes table. So let's go ahead and take a look here. Scribes table, pretty easy to craft. You just need some archwood slabs, and some gold nuggets. Nothing too complex. Any archwood log will do, does not matter what type. Once you have a scribes table, you will also need to have a spell book. I have an unobtainium spellbook, but this works with everything all the way from the novice spellbook all the way up to the unobtainium. What you're going to want to do is go up to your scribes table and you want to right click with the spellbook selected in your hotbar. That is going to bring up a list of all the glyphs. In my case, all the glyphs have already been learned except for Soul Shatter. I guess we can go ahead and use that one as our sample. So when you select a glyph, you'll notice down here in the corner, it will show you those are the ingredients you need for the glyph in question. So for Soul Shatter, you're going to need a Manipulation Essence, a Wicked Spirit, and a Soul Stained Steel Sword. Let's go ahead and hit Select. Also note levels required. It's going to cost experience to learn new glyphs. The cost does depend on the tier of the glyph being learned, so just keep that in mind. Let's go ahead and select. And what that's going to do, it's going to put the ingredients above, just kind of rotating around showing. You'll note that that manipulation essence was pulled directly from the storage lectern. So if you do have an inventory near your scribes table, it will automatically pull any items that it needs for that glyph. Having a storage lectern is ideal because it will pull from my entire inventory. However, I don't have these two items in my main inventory, so for those I will need to toss them on myself. So when you toss them on, you see how the sword disappeared from the required ingredients. And when you toss on your last item, the table will make the glyph. Once you have the glyph in your inventory, you just simply right click, teaches you the glyph. You can see there in the bottom left corner. If you're in survival mode, it will use up the glyph. In my case, since I'm in creative, it doesn't use it up. But now I have learned that glyph. If you go back to the table, you'll note that now that glyph shows that it has been learned. But that is the basics of how to learn new glyphs in Ars Nouveau. Thank you for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe.